Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Meochia from Mad Combos with Meochia and Disha. We're gonna wait for you all to get in here. Today, we are going to be talking about our bodies. So that's something that's real important and real personal. So we thought this would be the excellent place to talk about it because a lot of girls and women, hey, Disha, a lot of girls and women have curious questions about their bodies. It doesn't matter what race you are. It really doesn't matter how old you are. There are some things that you want to know, and we want to be able to help answer those questions um, without you feeling embarrassed. We need to talk about these things because if we don't talk about it, you're going to be talking about it with somebody. So you rather go to some people that you trust, and hopefully you can trust us. I am Yoshia, and this is my daughter.
Shay, hey everybody. I've been at this job for 26 years now of employing her to be a mother.
Oh, this is pretty cool. 26 years is the longest job I have ever kept, and the only one, well, not the only one that I haven't been fired from, but I think I've done pretty good. And we're on separate screens today because Deshay has her own apartment now. And we got this crazy COVID virus going on. So if you don't remember anything else, everybody will remember the COVID virus of 2020. So, and that is one of the reasons why we decided to start doing these Zoom conversations online to give women everywhere an opportunity to just kind of come together and talk. There are so many mothers and daughters that have, interesting relationships, and they're always looking for ways to connect, to become closer. Some women are like, "Oh my God, I dreaded having a daughter." I absolutely love it. Deshay is my oldest daughter. I also have other daughters. Our youngest daughter is 9 years old, and she is interesting. There's a huge age gap there, but each with their own personalities, each with their own issues, each with their own gifts. But there are certain things as women that we have in common. So we're hoping that we can bring some of those things to light. And today is a great day to talk about the body. One, because I like talking about the body, even though my daughter tells me sometimes I tell too much. But
All the
my
way.
daughter actually thought that this was an important conversation for us to have. And why did you think it was so important that we talk about the body today?
Because of all of the taboo that kind of goes into the conversation, a lot of people are afraid because they're just like, man, I don't know what my mother would think of me if I tell her like what's going on with my body or how I probably got into this situation. Or sometimes you look at your mom as being someone totally different from you in general, so you don't
Mm-hmm.
think that some of the same things and issues that you have with your body may have went on with her. And the same with moms. Sometimes you feel like your daughter is too young to know about certain things that may be going on in your body, so therefore you not sharing doesn't help her out in the long run. Even if she's someone who's shy about opening up, at least she knows that, okay, what mom went through this and this is how she handled it. It's just like learning to cook. If you can teach me how to cook and teach me different recipes and do all types of crazy adventurous things with me, be bold enough to tell me about my body and what to expect as it changes and develops over time.
Yeah, and it's so funny. I always talk about the different cultures and different religions, and there's so many different beliefs out there. But no matter what the belief is, what the culture is, what the religious background is, there are just some things about being a woman that does not change. It just is what it is. Being a woman, you are going to have your monthly. You can choose to talk about it now. You can choose to talk about it later. But at some point, you need to talk about it because
Yeah.
if you're not talking about it with your children, somebody else is. You rather get that information from a trusted, reliable source. You rather it come from you. And hopefully, this is the perfect platform for you today. So today we are going to be going over a plethora of information, things that Deshay and I felt were important. Some things will be on the list, not everything. If you have some more questions that you would like to ask us or some information that you would like to add, please let us know. You can always email us at madmadcombos at Yahoo. I'm sorry, madmadcombos at gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. We would love to get your feedback. So right now, I'm just going to hit a screen share so we can get to the presentation. Uh-oh, we gotta get to slide one. Sorry about that.
You did good though without me being there.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I was like, oh, let me move the screen over a little bit. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. What's going on with my body? Now, this is funny that we're talking about this today because I would have thought, one, by my daughter who's a millennial picking up this topic, that we would have had people just kind of like jumping all over this, but that didn't happen. I don't know if it was the way that I packaged it with the lady in her underwear. I don't know what it was. So we didn't get the response that I was expecting. However, when I threw the question out there, through social media, like um, if you're 18, I mean, if you, what did I say? If you're 18 to 30, and there's any question about your body that you wanted to ask that we can answer, what would it be? We got a response. And even when I put you're 30 and up, and there's anything that you would like to tell a younger woman about her body, things that you think she should know, let me know. And we got a lot of comments. So that was pretty interesting. So I just figured we'll just go ahead with the presentation. We'll just go ahead with it, and then prayerfully, you all will get an opportunity to look at it on your spare time, and and gather a lot of good information. Because look, I'm afraid to talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So the first thing that we are gonna do, Deshay, I think it's starting. The first thing that we're gonna do is talk about from head to toe, myths versus truths. Um, from head to toe, what it is that you need to know, the facts that you need to know, and also your body is beautiful, so don't be disgusted. Don't be disgusted. Be curious.
Be curious.
Good to be curious. And so before we get into the presentation, we're just gonna give a little snippet. Deshay, let's go with myths versus truths. Because you already know what's in this presentation. Outside of the presentation, what are some of the myths versus truths about your body that you kind of learned along the way?
I would say definitely, wow. I don't know, because I feel like the ones that I think are so common.
I got one.
Okay. Like washing your face with just water, like without using any cleanser, and that doesn't matter. Like or use Vaseline, all that stuff. Like no, like you need something to cleanse that face. You got to do it every day.
Some people just wake up just all sloppy face.
Right. But wait, let's talk about cursing though. Also, the whole thing that if you hear cuss words, that like make your ears get dirty.
Cuss words do make you get earwax. Now you should know better.
Well, maybe yeah. I'm working. That's why my ears, I think they are the way they are.
You gotta protect your ears. That wax be like funneling out all those curse words. So it is true.
What about you? What are some myths and truths?
Okay, one of the things that I learned about getting older is that everything turns gray.
Oh, everything like where? Like here?
I'm talking about here.
Like here?
Here.
Like here?
Like there.
What there?
There.
Oh, down there.
Everything turns gray. So if there are women out there and you're trying to trick somebody and tell him that you are younger,
do they get just for me and like
tell the truth? Everything turns gray. I mean, you're gonna be shaving a long time. I mean, you get to one point where you forget to shave. I mean, prayerfully you married. Like, hey. But,
oh my goodness. That's why. So that's another thing. That's the reason why women, hop into those marriages, before it.
Boy, you be like, you got me now.
That's wisdom, though. That is wisdom.
Listen, y'all be thinking y'all got forever. Let me tell you something. The Bible talks about being young, and look, they say that so much is wasted on the youth. While you are young, enjoy your life. Prayerfully, you'll find somebody, meet them, and fall in love, and get fat together, get old together, be in love, raise children together, because everything turns gray.
Spare the pubic hair? No, let me stop. Okay.
So that is one of the funniest, most interesting facts. And as you get older, the older you get, the softer you get. It's really because you lose a lot of muscle mass, especially women as you get older. I think that's God preparing us for grandparenthood, even though I'm not there yet. You just get soft and cuddly. And I learned from an older woman when I was younger. I was talking about this guy, he had a belly, and she was like, look, girl, don't criticize that. That's a pillow. And, I've been married, wow, I've been married just about 12 years now. My husband is a little bit older than me. He has a pillow, and those pillows have their benefits. That's a nice, comfy pillow. So,
Wow.
hey, that couch will become a pillow. Um, um, the other thing, some heads and toe facts that you think that girls or women need to know. Now, this is good because this doesn't only apply to younger women. This is for older women too. There are some older women out there that just really don't know. They never had anybody to tell them things they didn't think about. There's some people that's been married like their whole life, whole life, like started from high school, so they've been in this little bubble their whole life. Anything from head to toe, any facts that you think that people need to know?
No, I think we need to show them though.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna show them. The last thing is we just want you to know that no matter what, your body is beautiful, so don't be disgusted by it. Be curious. Okay, here we go. So first things first, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Everything starts from the top, flows down. Goodness starts from the top and it flows down. So here's some myths versus truths. Myth. I wear a wig so my hair doesn't need much care. That is a lie from the devil. That's straight from the pits of hell.
You know what? It makes it easier though to it makes it easier for you to care for your hair more often. I will say that some of us love our sew-ins. But you know what? It can get kind of messed up in a time like quarantine where you got your sew-in and you know you need to wash your hair and just might need to let go, and that's okay. So the wig just help you get to that wash and go a little bit quicker. You can plait it on up and stick the wig on top and keep it moving.
Yeah, so it's important. It is important. Oh, here's another one. Before we even get into that, dirt makes my hair grow. Me being a black woman, I'm gonna keep it real. That is one of the things that we were taught when we were little. We don't wash our hair every day, but it's not because dirt makes our hair grow. That is not the reason.
Dirt, we gotta let go of them generational myths. Gotta let them go.
Dirt does not actually make your hair grow. What dirt does do is it breeds bacteria and odor. And most black women with curlier hair textures need to wash their hair less because washing decreases moisture inside of the hair. And when it does that, our hair dries out. So we don't need to wash our hair as much because it washes out the moisture, it messes up the whole chemical balance inside of our hair, and our hair becomes dry and brittle. Therefore, and we don't collect oil in our hair. So washing once every 2 weeks keeps our hair healthy and it avoids product buildup inside of our hair. Sometimes some of us go even longer. We can even go about 3 weeks, probably as far as a month, but that's kind of pushing it because you got to make sure that your hair don't get stanky. You don't want your hair to stink.
Yeah.
So straighter hair textures require daily washing to prevent oil buildup and odor. So while there's a lot of Caucasian women or women of lighter descent, they need to wash their hair more because there's an oil buildup that happens and also odor. Nobody want to be running around with slick hair. As far as black women, that's a little bit different. Or women with curlier hair textures, our hair does not build moisture or create oil. So you need to wash your hair more. And also another truth, your hair and scalp needs moisture just like your skin. It should be brushed, trimmed, and moisturized regularly to stop breakage and promote growth and healing. Real hair can be a sign of poor health. So if your hair is breaking off, you probably need to just get checked out by your doctor. Just go and have a physical to make sure that everything is okay, because that is an actual sign. I'm not talking about you people to say, oh, my hair is thin. Some people just naturally have thin hair. But if your hair all of a sudden just starts breaking out, falling out, anything, it could be a sign of alopecia. It could even be a sign of cancer. It's just so many things that could be going on. You want to rule out any possibilities of bad health. Mad tip. Disha, you should appreciate this one.
Oh,
Drinking
yes.
water. Drinking water benefits your entire body, including your hair. Your body is like this big giant plant. It needs sunshine, it needs food, and it needs plenty of water.
Yeah, and then you guys too, let us know if you all would like us to do a segment on moms and daughter and just their hair, because it's crazy how as you age, different stages of your hair reaches different levels. It changes, texture changes. So I think that'd be pretty cool if we can get somebody on here to talk us through that.
Yeah, that's true. I be hearing women talking about, girl, I'm trying to dye my gray hair and it just won't act right. So what
Mm-hmm.
is going on with and I hear
We're
some people say
changing products. Yeah.
when they get older, their hair thin. So yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Believe it or not, what works for my mama will work for me. What do you say, Deshay?
False. False, false, false. And I can say this because, when you're growing up, you want to take care of your skin a different way. You want to finally get into a routine of having something to, you know, just keep you refreshed. Or sometimes, like, I just love skincare and doing that because it's my time to mentally escape, and it's just wonderful. But I've learned something in my family that women always talk about is how my great grandmother used oil of Olay for her skin, and I'm assuming that her mother used it. But anyway, like, it just gets passed down to everyone in the family. Well, I tried oil of Olay. It's not for me. I felt like every time I used it, it was a different beauty mark that popped up somewhere on my face. I don't know.
I was like, why is it not working for her?
Right. And after going to a skin specialist, she analyzed my skin, and I was just telling her, yeah, my mother's skin is this and that. And she was the one that was like, sweetie, like, two different DNAs here. Like, yeah, you may be cut from her, but she got your father's mix going on and all this stuff. So the skin is not the same. And that helped a lot. So no, thank mama for the suggestions though. Thank her, but still go get it checked out for yourself.
Exactly. Because you may not have the exact same skin.
Yeah. Ooh.
Black don't crack. This is my favorite one. I will keep it forever. Black don't crack.
Wow. And I will say false to that again. I know it's heartbreaking. Even though we probably don't really need to moisturize and all this stuff because it won't crack as bad as some of our counterparts. We need to still take care of it. A lot of causes for dry skin. A lot of people will often try to fix dry skin with more product. So if you have dry skin, you tend to get something that's creamier and heavier on your skin, not realizing that it drags your pores down and it stuffs them up. So you just trying to use product is not enough. What you have to do is eat things that will hydrate you, drink more water, have things like salmon, eat your broccoli, just anything, honey, all this stuff will go back and, hydrate your skin.
Yes.
Ever since I found this out about my skin, I tried my best to drink at least a gallon of water a day. That's really what we need as women,
Yeah.
and it might be science somewhere else that says something different.
And also, I was going to say something about moisturizing your skin. Some people need light moisturizers. Some people need heavy moisturizers. Be careful with the Vaseline in the Black community, especially the African American community. We like to use that Vaseline. Vaseline clogs pores. We need to understand the reason why Vaseline is so popular among African Americans. In slavery, there were bugs and stuff that used to get on the slaves when they were out there in the hot sun picking cotton and stuff. And so the Vaseline they would put it on their skin to kind of like keep the mosquitoes away. They were using it as a skin protectant, right? But if you're using it now, you have to be careful because as you get older, that grease begins to clog your skin. And sometimes what it does is it operates as a sealant, and it's sealing. But if the skin is in moisture underneath, it's kind of like sealing up dry skin. So no moisture is getting in, but no moisture is coming out either. It's just dry skin. So you want to just kind of keep it moisturized, just a light moisturizer. So
But if you're going outside, you need to block
our skin
mosquitoes.
may not crack, but it will sag. So be careful. And we do get dry splotches on our face. So be careful. Yeah. Did you want to say something else?
Oh, nope. Just use the Vaseline, I guess, if you need to keep mosquitoes at bay.
It's just a skin and a scalp protector. I'm not saying that Vaseline is bad, but you don't need as much, because some kids, I'm telling you, when I was little, they used to come out looking like little patent leather shoes. I'm serious. Face be all shined up, face be all spit shine. Man, come on. I'm just being honest. if you shave some hairs, more won't grow back. It's a lie.
It's a lie. It's a
It's a
lie.
lie.
Because guess what? Even with your hairs, there's micro hairs. There's micro hairs attached to those one big long hairs that was fortunate enough to make it out. So, ladies,
Fortunate enough to make it out.
they just waiting. They like, yeah, look at me. You don't want more of them. So, if possible, tweeze. It's important to get those little compact mirrors, the ones that zoom in. Do that, and make sure you check that area. You get that one specifically. Be careful not to use things on your face like razors. I know a lot of people talk about the dermaplasty and all that stuff. I'm still curious to find out more about that, but I think basically what it is just like one razor going up your face and doing your skin and all that stuff. Be careful, because I just really want to know how people are holding up during this time.
And they even say that with laser surgery you have to be careful, because sometimes darker skin tends to burn. That's one thing. And then the other thing is it's permanent for a while, but it's a long temporary solution. Like it may last a long time, but the hairs may come back.
Yeah.
But not saying don't try it. Do what you need to do.
Exactly. Do what you need to do to make you feel great and feel beautiful. And also wax is, it's painful. I prefer it, but the hair comes back slower. It also may cost more, but your hairs will come back finer too when it does happen. So when you go back the next time, it won't hurt as bad.
Yeah, so tweezing is a little bit more painful, but with tweezing, the hair definitely comes back thinner and it lasts a lot longer than shaving. Shaving, when you shave, well, all y'all who was young and messed around and cut that mustache, be careful. Stuff come back thicker than a Snicker. You don't want it. Tweezing is good. Yeah, okay. So be careful. Be careful.
So now that
you put your magic shade.
So now that we finish with the believe it or not things, let's talk about that next step. We got to get to the head of it.
This is important. Get a good cleanser, exfoliant, toner, and moisturizer.
That's right. In that order. In that order. Because
now this is funny because I'm a little bit different from Deshay. This is like her whole skin regimen thing right here. Me, I put some soap and water on my face. I wash it. I have pretty normal skin. I don't have a lot of skin issues. However, if I use certain makeups, it will make more moles come on my face. They just happen to be in cute places. So I don't moisturize as much. But I still think it's necessary to have one, and every now and then to go in and exfoliate because you need to clean your pores, right, Shay?
Yep. And that's the awesome thing too, especially when, just dealing with those of us that wear a lot of makeup. Even if we don't, we're outside, it's a whole lot of stuff going on in the atmosphere. We know that it's not all good and clean, as we think it ideally to be in our heads. So this is the awesome thing too, just knowing about the differences of skin, where she'll be okay with a little soap and water and all that stuff. I need the whole thing. I prefer the whole thing. Like I said, it's meditative to me. And then even if your skin may be oily or something, there's still some type of moisturizer or something for you. Just do it.
This is a good one. Mm-hmm. How to pop a pimple.
Yes. So what's awesome about this? We learned this in middle school. It was cute. They had something with all the girls. I think we were in 7th and 8th grade, come down to different classrooms, and they just showed us different little girl tips to take care of yourself at home. So with this popping a pimple, how many of you knew that Q-tips can do the job if you just find a bump, pop it, no finger marks, no fingernail marks or any of that. It works. And something that we traditionally do is use rubbing alcohol on it. But some people, I know, it might have an adverse effect. But it works.
So be careful. The good thing about the rubbing alcohol is it has a drying effect and it also cleans germs. So if you take the Q-tip and you kind of go around the pimple in a circular motion, you don't even have to pop it. You just wait a second and it'll actually pop on its own. It'll dry out. So that's one of the things, because back in my day, that's what people did. They get a hot towel and bust them pimples and then put it on their face. And next thing you know, they got all these black marks in their skin. You have to be careful because you could actually burn yourself and it could lead to scarring and bleeding. So be careful. I thought that was good about the Q-tip. I was like, a Q-tip. Well, usually I use a piece of tissue. I keep it real.
I don't like pain.
But that explains why you got all them Q-tips here. I mean, we got a lot of Q-tips, but your Q-tips is like on a whole nother level.
First off, my Q-tips go in a beautiful canister, as they should.
I keep Q-tips in the box in the cabinet.
Wash your face.
Wash your face. Oh my God, wash your face. You be smelling like people. You don't even realize you be smelling like slob all in your face because you don't wash your face. Go ahead, Shay.
There you go. With makeup, you need to wash your face as soon as you walk through that door and get home. You take them selfies at work. You do not wait till you get home. You take them in the morning before you go. No, but seriously, makeup, keep it natural. Wash your face. I don't care how pretty your skin is for the day. And I know sometimes that glow can just hit right. Wash that face. Just wash it. Because either way, you still sleep. Your face smell like breath.
And guess what? You get eye boogers in the morning. I be all clogged up and then you want to just walk around. No.
Okay. Meanwhile, your future husband over there looking like, dang, she got some beautiful eyes, but them eye boogers don't.
Like them boogers.
You probably don't even brush her teeth in the morning.
Right. Keep your face clean. It's important because bacteria, when you sleep, bacteria just be doing a job on your face. Keep your face clean.
Brush your teeth and scrub that tongue. I get so passionate about this because I remember when I was little, let me tell you, my dad, he used to run around just biting his toothbrush just because he was weird. And like, he'd be like, scrub that tongue, you scrub, top of your tongue, under your tongue, all up in there, get them top teeth and bottom teeth, clean that part too, clean it up.
You gotta clean it. Your teeth will suffer whether you believe it or not. I don't care how white they look. I don't care how many whitening strips, you pearly whites. I don't care if you from.
I don't care if you sip your Starbucks with a straw.
Keep your teeth clean. Don't be like, well, I'm not a coffee drinker or a smoker. It's still. This isn't about having white teeth. This is about having clean teeth and a clean mouth. Bacteria likes to build up in the mouth. It's important that you scrub
even the little skinny meat
and your tongue. Sugar builds up on your teeth and it kills you, it eats away at your tooth enamel. And sooner or later, you have to go to the dentist. And dentists are very expensive, aren't they, Disha?
I don't pay for my insurance. My job does.
Lucky her.
But yeah, I guess
a germ's favorite place to cuddle is inside of your mouth. It's hot in there. It's all nice. It's a breeding ground for bacteria. Keep your mouth clean. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Everything.
Clean. And guess what? Nobody might tell you, but your breath might stink. Just because your teeth are straight and bright, it doesn't mean that they are healthy. Get a dentist, get a skin care specialist, and visit them at least twice a year. At least twice, every 6 months. Just go in, get a checkup, make sure the fillings are good, nothing needs to be replaced. Make sure everything's, all up in here, because all of them, it cracks here where you're supposed to be flossing and stuff. Make sure it's good and it's clean and you ain't got no root canals that need to be had or just make sure your teeth are straight. Make sure your skin is good. You deserve it because you're beautiful, right, Shay?
Right.
And then, that's another thing. Bad breath could be a sign of poor health. You got to just be careful and check it out.
Yeah.
I think the
in case y'all didn't see it.
Love the skin that you are in. This is my favorite part. Cabinet keepers. There's certain things that you should keep inside of your cabinet for your skin. Here we go. Now listen, ladies. Cellulite is a part of womanhood. Embrace it. It's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful things that differentiates us from men. It's a gift. Oh, Lumpy, it's beautiful. Trust me.
Oh, it's not fair.
I got to my 30s and I was like, what is this?
So here's the thing we're saying about the cellulite. We're not saying, because nobody, if you don't got to pocket the cellulite, don't pocket it.
Don't
But
go
you
getting
can
it.
put this on the sticky note and put it inside your medicine cabinet. And so every time you open it to get that face cream that you're gonna get to moisturize, uh, you can be like, you can look down and be like, wow, well, look at this. But to help with that problem, though, you can get dry brush. Get dry brushing and dry brush yourself up towards your heart every night. And if you do that every night or 3 times a day, ladies, you might just get rid of that cellulite a lot quicker than you naturally would.
My lumps, my lovely lady lumps. Now
Yeah,
listen, if
it
you
is.
exercising every day and doing everything that you're supposed to do,
And
you may
staying
have.
hydrated. Stay hydrated. Staying hydrated reduces the cellulite.
Yeah, it reduces. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It is a natural part of womanhood, so don't go freaking out. But do keep your body tone. That's
Shoot,
important.
or if you got the money, you better go and get that stuff lasered and zapped around you know what I'm saying, keep it in place, because you can't do that. And I ain't knocking that. There are Groupons, and I hope if Groupon hear this, they sponsor me. There are Groupons for all the little 3 for $9 thigh zappers, 3 for $9.99 or something like that. So, ladies, let me tell you, sometimes you might need a little help. Go old school. You might need to get the cake roller.
Just roll it out. Roll it out.
Put some saran wraps and some what's that stuff? Some Vicks Vapor Rub. You got to get all that bitterness up out of there. But it's okay. But you know, you're still beautiful. Stretch marks as well.
Somebody told me that men don't see cellulite. I like to believe that. I'm gonna keep it there.
Stretch marks are beautiful too. That shows growth. You know what I'm saying? It shows change. Whether you done gained some and you got the marks, or you done lost some and you done shrunk down from it. Those are war wounds. They are marks that show that you made it. Whatever your situation was, you made it.
That is a beautiful gift, is what it is. It's a beautiful gift. And don't you forget it. Love your marks.
Okay. Love your marks and love your body. So what about these black essentials?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, so tell me about these black essentials. What we got right here?
Okay, so ladies, here are some cabinet keepers for you. Coconut oil, cocoa butter, shea butter, aloe vera, collagen. My fair skin sisters was like, collagen is important for the inside of your body and the outside of your body. Olive oil, and all of these things does wonders for your hair, your nails, and your skin.
And I love how you spelled it. You said cocoa butter.
Did I spell that?
But yes, but we know everything is good for your
skin. It's not cocoa's butter. It's
for your hair. Moisten it. And I'm telling you, you smell like magic by the time you done putting all this on you.
Yeah.
And don't forget about tea tree oil now. That's not only is it a skin thing, you know, get rid of them little funguses. It's good for the scalp. It's good for moisturizing them edges.
Jojoba oil.
Oh yeah.
Grapeseed oil.
Yeah.
You can put together a nice combination with this. Olive oil is also an excellent carrier oil. If you like all your essential oils, I got a friend named Cindy that loves her essential oils. My goodness. But these, I'm telling you, if you look in the Bible, it talks about all the different oils and different things. Olive oil is so important. All of these oils are good, natural things for your skin and hair.
Yeah.
Take extra care of what's down there.
Woo!
Get it right. You got to take care of it. Here you go, Shay. This one's for you.
Oh, yeah. This is what people need to understand. Having sex, virgin, which, you know, would be really great if that was all the way to marriage. Keep it that way. If it stank, get it checked out. If there is if you notice a difference in your discharge, if you notice the color in it, if you notice pain down there, if you notice itching, go to the doctor. It's okay. I know a lot of us, you know, in the millennial generation, we have the privilege of growing up with WebMD. So therefore, whenever we find out something or go to any symptoms, we just go on WebMD and be like, okay, cool, I'm going to die in 7 hours. But instead of having to die, like, seriously, go to the doctor. Ask your mom about it if you all have that relationship. Ask the sister, ask anybody. But do not try to do anything crazy. Secure these things on your own. And if you're nervous about going to the doctor, even though I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but say you may have a common issue, places like Walgreens, they have different things. You can go there and get your monostats. They have any type of oral thing that you may need for urinary tract infections, yeast infections there that can help.
Cranberry pills are good for urinary tract infections. Just wanted to
Yes, preventatives.
Yeah.
Cranberry.
They also have an urgent care. They also have an urgent care there. So if you can talk to a pharmacist and just kind of let them know what you're going through, they will probably definitely tell you don't self-diagnose, so definitely follow up with a doctor. That's important because you may think it's one thing and it could be something totally different. Certain things require antibiotics, so you have to be careful. And when we talk about a discolored or a discharge, usually discharges are, kind of thin. Our body naturally lets off a discharge, but there are some things that are normal. That's why it's important you get to know your body. If your discharge is like a pinkish and you're not near your period, if it's a yellowish or a greenish color or a brownish color, or if it's thick like cottage cheese, those are things that you need to be mindful of, and those are things that you need to definitely get checked out. And believe me, it's a lot of people that don't know this stuff. You need to know. Keep the douches out of your bushes.
Keep the douche out the bush.
Keep the douche out the bush. Douches disrupt your body's natural chemistry and can lead to infections. Your body has a natural process that it goes through every month. And when you go shooting that liquid inside of your body, you're pushing stuff, bacteria and everything else even further up your vaginal area. And then it's just bad because it's upsetting the natural flow.
Your pH balance
out of your body. I repeat, keep the douches out of your bushes.
Please don't stick no,
keep everything out of your.
Don't put no vinegar and water in there. Don't put no flowers or nothing up there. Whatever.
All these little and different
don't put
things.
no yogurt up there. Don't put no yogurt up there.
No.
No, I just know this is a lot of people doing a lot of stuff. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
What about this? Keep the scented or moisturizing soaps out of there too. They can cause bacterial infections because all of the chemicals that go into making something scented can really throw your pH balance off base, or it can make you form yeast cells in areas and stuff like that that shouldn't be there. So be careful. Also be leery of soaps that may not necessarily be scented, but have heavy moisturizers in them, because that too can throw off the pH balance.
It says right there, try Neutrogena soups. I don't think that Neutrogena makes soups. I meant to put soaps.
Put the Neutrogena soup down there. This ad is sponsored by Neutrogena.
Maybe they should create soups.
Oh my goodness, but keep the soup out, but put the soap, you can put the soap down there.
Put the soap in and keep the soup out.
Yeah, like me, I'm always, I'd be curious about a lot. So me, I'm the type of person that goes to the doctor, has any type of scan, and asks the doctor for a copy of what was it? One time they had to look at my eyeball, they had to look at my heart, they had to look at my ovaries at one time. And I'm like, can I have the video so I can see what's going on in there too? So anyway, all that to say that whenever I go to my gynecologist, if there's something that I'm curious about, if there's been articles I've been reading, I usually ask. So my recent one was, hey, what type of soaps should women use down there? Because you have the argument that says, well, women should use no soap. They should only use hot water to thoroughly clean out the area. Or you have some place like, well, you can use soap, but make sure there's sensitive skin. So from him, I learned about Neutrogena, because although it has a scent of the spices and stuff like that, it's not necessarily a moisturizer. So it's something safe. Dove sensitive skin works for a lot of women too. But there's also the thing too that says it's moisturizer and Dove. So Lord, find something that works and use it.
Yeah, figure out what works for you. I know when I was younger, my skin, I was fine. As I got older, I think your body goes through all these hormonal changes.
It changes. Yeah.
Somewhere in my 20s and 30s, my skin was down there was just super duper sensitive. So I couldn't use anything. I shouldn't say couldn't use anything. I started using Dove sensitive skin down there. And now that I'm older, I know not to use cheap products down there, but you gotta keep it clean.
Yeah, if there's one thing you do spend for like a good soap there. And some ladies, I don't know, that always kind of weirded me out when I seen like Summer's Eve or what is that? Because I don't want to say if it works for people, it works.
Massengill.
Or Vagisil or something like that.
Matching, I just said it. The one with the M. Yeah, those types of products. But those are things that are just not, and then just stay away from talks and different things like that because they've been known to cause ovarian cancer. Just be very careful down there. Some people like to naturally use baking soda and stuff like that. Just kind of be careful. Just try to keep that area clean as possible and let your body work out its natural process. Okay? Just be very careful.
And then we also got things on here that you may not, and this is why it's important to have that relationship to be able to talk to your mom and talking to community with other women. The reason why I found this very important was because I have friends who often ask me questions about like what type of birth control do I use, if any, how are my menstrual cycles, you know, when that time comes up, am I having them twice a month versus once a month? Are they heavy? Are they light? Are they long? Are they short? You know, things like that. Just things about sexually transmitted diseases, because sometimes we know as friends it may be easier to go to my girl and see versus asking, you know, my mom or something about it. So we just figure, hey, why not start the conversation here and hopefully pull an audience together of people who can really discuss this stuff. So a big thing that comes up often is birth control. I know with me, my mom, she was very transparent with me when it came to talking about birth controls and just the impact it had on her body. So not only did I find that important, but also doing my own research. I have other personal reasons for not liking birth control because just like the name says, it's really for like population control, some things that happened way back when. And just knowing how, you know, it was really for sterilizing at the end of the day, not knocking people who take it, because some people may take it for serious health issues and stuff like that. But my thing is, if you don't have to take it, don't take it. But does it take having, let's be real, self-control, and, you know, you really playing Russian roulette when you do decide to be active? Yeah, so I would say definitely be wise in that situation. But otherwise, that if it's not a necessity and if it's not for other health reasons, I wouldn't recommend taking it.
And there are natural remedies. There are doctors out there who are actually naturalists, and there's other things that you can do to regulate your menstrual. Because I understand that some people have really harsh menstruals and they take the birth control pills to try to regulate. Even some people, like my sister was in the military and she was on certain things to stop her period from coming because it wasn't hygienically safe where she was. To have a menstrual, there was, I mean, the water was bad, everything, but there were some effects that she suffered. So you have to be very, very careful. Try to get on a minimal dose if you have to be on them. Try self-control. That works. Abstain. And if you married, try some other remedies if you can, because they could have permanent damage, like Deshae said earlier. Okay. Shaving and waxing both remove hair. Is more about cost and comfort.
This is true. Shaving, I mean, when you're thinking about taking care of down there, some ladies, y'all like to women power it out. You got your bush. Nothing wrong with that. Other ladies like to keep nice, clean, cute.
You got your bush.
Yeah, so I mean, like, hey, if you one of the people that don't get hair bumps and stuff like that and shaving works for you, fine. If you're a person that do get hair bumps, you don't mind going, popping all them things, fine. If you are a person that just don't have no time for none of that, and maybe you can afford to make this a priority of yours, get it waxed off. It don't matter how you get it done.
Hold on, it's so fun. Wait, I went with Deshae to get a sugar.
Oh, that was worse. We should have recorded that.
What was that called? A sugar what?
Sugaring. We should have put sugaring, because sugaring is nice. It not only does it take them hairs away, but it exfoliates you too.
Oh my God, my daughter, oh my God, it was hilarious. I had to hold her hand through the whole thing. It looked like she wanted to say some stuff, but luckily I was there.
Use my words to express my pain.
I said, why would you do this? Who would want to do that? That was absolutely crazy. But be careful with those razors because you don't want to cut nothing. I have.
Do what you do to get it done.
Do what you gotta do to get it done. Oh man, woo, be careful with them razors. Cause you gotta shave from the rooter to the titty. You gotta open up, move over.
Yeah, hey, look, you can shave whatever you want to shave down there. People put birds down there. You can write your name right there.
Right.
Happy Mother's Day. All right, but yes, so yeah, but after you're done with that Look, let me tell you something. Sexually transmitted diseases. Okay, take care of their.
I am not encouraging anybody's daughter or anybody who's single to go out there and be intimate with anybody. I'm definitely not encouraging that. But what I am going to do is keep it real with you. Listen, be careful where you put your mouth and where you let people put their mouth and all that kind of stuff, because sexually transmitted diseases can be passed orally.
Yep.
I don't know why people don't believe it, but it's true. You don't want to be running around like no yuck mouth. You be careful. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's pretty much.
Underwear may be too cute, tight, and cheap, but just know if it ain't no cotton in it, don't be wearing it, okay? You want to keep it fresh, you want to keep it clean, you want to keep it nice, put some cotton down there. What's the next one?
Exactly, but let me say something else about your underwear, because even if you get colored underwear, you have to be careful if it's a cheap pair of underwear, or any underwear for that matter. If they have color in them, even if there's a lining in your underwear and it's a different color, just be careful. You know, what can help with that is if you decide to wash your underwear in hot water before you wear them, that gives that dye or whatever is in it an opportunity to rinse out, because you do not want to get an infection down there. So be careful. That causes a lot of yeast infections. All of your muscles need to be strong, including your pelvic muscles. Exercise them like every.
You can tell us about this. So tell me about them exercises. What they had you up in there doing? What the hell you in there doing to make that pelvis strong?
So what I did not know, so we know about, there are some pelvic specialists that help with the outside or help you strengthen your pelvic wall, right? So you do these pelvic thrusts and all that other kind of stuff. But there's also other types of specialists that help with the muscles, not only the walls, but there are so many muscles inside of your vaginal area. It is ridiculous. I think I went through 6 months of therapy. It was amazing. And just different things that she showed me, stretches and just different ways to just kind of like, kind of keep coconut oil rubbed in your vaginal area, just to make sure that skin just kind of stays, coconut oil is a natural moisturizer. Make sure that skin stays moist and kind of like
moist,
fresh. You just got to take care of that area. So you want to do things to keep that area strong for childbirth. Keep it strong just for you, because as you get older, your pelvic floor might begin to drop. When women are going through menopause and different things like that, their body starts changing. So you want to make sure that you exercise those muscles too.
So yes, not only do you need a facial lady, a dentist, a gynecologist, you also need to get the vagina trainer too.
Vagina trainer.
All right, yeah. Let's talk about this. Don't be afraid to look at yourself in the mirror. Get to know your body parts. Examine your breasts. Examine your vagina. Examine for lumps, bumps, anything. That's your body. You got the right to inspect it before anybody else does. So you take that body, put it in the mirror. You look at it.
Put it in the mirror.
Body, what's on you today? What is this? We're not tolerating this. And then you go, you take care of your situation. That's
you should know. You should know if something is not right on your body. A lot of times women end up catching them bumps themselves, them lumps in their breasts and things, because they're doing self-examinations when they're in the mirror. They're touching their breasts. There's nothing perverted about it. They're touching their nipples, looking around the area, seeing if there's any discoloration, if there's any lump. That's important. The same thing goes for your vagina. Check it out. Ovarian cancer is a cancer that is very curable, but you have to catch it early. And a lot of times people don't catch it early, and it is not good when they don't catch it early. It's not good at all.
And even taking notice of, just like we were saying earlier, just discharges, checking your periods. If you notice that, man, like this period was a little bit more crampier than the other ones, what's going on? Or this one was lighter than this one, or heavier than that one. It's okay. Take mental note of this. If you're a person like me, I try to mark on calendar. And this is something that my mom taught me, like when my cycle comes. But because with me, I also have like cramps and stuff that may be way out the park from ovarian cysts. I also try to track like, okay, this one was heavy. This one was normal. This is a good one. I had regular cramps. So do it. Check on you. Make sure you're good. How many of y'all heard this one? How many of y'all heard this one? And usually it go, if nobody can smell it, I mean, you are the only one that can smell you, right? No. If you smell it, sis, We smell it too. If you smelling it, should be enough. If you smelling it and you know it don't smell right, please do not try to join other people in the function. Look, you should be starting enough with yourself.
Check it. You don't want to be stinking. So
Okay.
keep it clean and keep it dry. And don't let anybody mistreat your body sexually, any type of way. Do not let people abuse your body. Do not let guys come in, especially if you are not married. And I have to keep stressing this because I have to keep it real, especially with you young ladies. Don't let some guy come banging on your body. Do not do that. Do not. You will be left with that, trying to give all that jacked up stuff to somebody else. No, you will be protective of your body. You only get one. Don't let people come in and abuse your body in any kind of way.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And you know, it's so crazy, Mom, thinking about that. You know, when we say get to know your body, we say get to know it. It's important for you to look at diagrams. There's no way that somebody should show you a diagram of, you know, your vaginal cavity and you can't name every little part that's down there. That's how much you need to know yourself. Your ovaries are the size of almonds. So let's say even smaller than that. And you got this dude coming, pounding you, knocking your stuff out. You don't even give yourself a chance, and you can knock some stuff off rhythm. And it's kind of crazy because, you know, I already had these conversations with my mom. Like I said, I'm a researcher. Erykah Badu, crazy about Erykah Badu. She was the one who actually, you know, second what you said about that. She was just saying in an article how, you know, her favorite, because they was like, what's your favorite position? And she was like, missionary, because I ain't about to let no dude come and rock all my stuff out of place. So, you know.
And that's your birth canal. You have to be careful.
Okay, your kids gonna come out hate you.
And later you trying to have a child, but he done knocked your body all over the place. Now he going on about his business. Y'all broke up or whatever's going on. And you're stuck with that body that's just all messed up and out of place. He can push your pelvic floor back. It's just all types of things that can happen. And that's why you need to be careful. And that's why I tell people all the time, oh my God, if I had somebody just really stress this, look, sex is for marriage for a reason, okay? Keep your body to yourself. And here's another thing, and I'm gonna get spiritual because I have to. Just because you wear a condom does not mean there is not a connection, but that's a whole nother story. Man, you be careful and you don't just let people into your body, into your personal space. God gave that space to you for you and your husband, because people will come in, they will abuse that space, they'll move into that space and they won't take care of it, they just rent. You want somebody who's gonna own that space, right? Because they're gonna take care of it a lot better. Your husband ain't trying to hurt you, okay? Your husband want to love you good. So just be careful, ladies. It's important because you're worth it, okay?
Yeah.
And we'll get all off into that other stuff in another mad conversation. We asked and you said, so we were saying earlier, I think we said this earlier, we went on Facebook and other various social media forums, and we asked people like, what would you ask if you were 18 to 30, what kind of questions would you have? Or just a young lady up to 30 years old, what kind of questions do you have if anybody answered? And we also asked women 30 and up to just give some helpful advice about their bodies. And here's some things that some of them gave. And I tried to condense them. One was learn how to cook.
Learn how to cook with your body.
Now you're probably wondering, like, why do I need to learn how to cook? What do I got to do with your body? Because what you put into you is what's going to come out of you, okay? So if you don't know how to cook properly and all you're doing is running to eat out, I don't care how expensive the restaurant is, that food is fattier, it has way more salt in it, it has a lot of things that it doesn't have all the benefits that you would have from cooking at home. So, and then a lot of times, when you don't know how to cook, you're just throwing things together that may not make sense for your body. So you're getting a lot of extra fat, extra carbs, calories that you do not need. So learn how to cook for survival, for life. Because when you're gaining all that weight, it's probably because of what you're eating. You want to be able to cook some things that'll keep you healthier, okay? Yep. Start exercising now. I know.
Yes.
If I put on Facebook, if I go up and down the stairs too many times in one day, I'm done for the whole week.
Me. That's why I'm like, if I'm done now, then yeah, I need to just start picking it up. It's gonna be no hope when I get older.
Oh man, you got to be careful now. Somebody told me that when I was in my 20s, like, girl, you better start exercising now. And I was like, I look good. When am I gonna start? I'm straight. Please. I
Just don't look
realized
good.
that it ain't because, I mean, it is harder to lose weight when you get older, but it's really because you just don't want to.
Yep.
I do not want to exercise. Well, me not wanting to exercise, what it does is it makes me more sluggish and it makes you gain more weight. And it's just unhealthy. You need to keep moving. You need your lungs moving, your muscles moving, all those things. So the earlier you start, the more conditioned and used to working out you'll be. So start young.
All right. Now tell us about this collagen.
Okay, so some of my ladies were talking about collagen. They were like, man, it helps the inside of your body, the outside of your body. And it was mainly fair skin or white women saying this. They was like, you need collagen because it stops your skin, I guess, from cracking and sagging and all those things. It tightens everything up. And from what I hear from them, they say it benefits both inside of the body and outside of the body. They said the collagen also helps your hair grow and your nails to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies, keep that in mind. Collagen. If you go on our Facebook page, there is they give some nice brands that they like to use.
Mm-hmm.
This is the shades. This must be a pet peeve.
Oh, yes. Keep your nails clean, trimmed, not chipped, okay? Because we know right now during coronavirus, a lot of us love going to the shop and getting it all done. But guess what, ladies? We can do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Take that time out, self-care for yourself. Because when your nails and stuff are not clean or just raunchy, I mean, or I guess they make you look raunchy. So, but no, it's just something, just good maintenance. That's all.
Yeah, and even if you like the natural nails and you don't do all the nails and all that stuff, you still can keep your nails filed down. You can put a clear coat of polish on them to keep them like looking nice. Because sometimes they shine, do bring out the ring.
Right, or
But
just say file even, because you know some of our ladies they like that. Just as long as they even. Just don't have them looking like city landscapes or something.
no, that's my mother. My mother had that one long nail. My mother be like, I'm like, Mom, because my mother's nails are really healthy and they do get long. Oh my goodness. But she'll have like one that break off or two. And so her hands, like you said, the landscape. And my mother will not shave all them nails now. Her nails be a butt. I'm like, okay, Mom.
Right.
Keep your nails nice and neat if you can. Like you said, you could do it at home. It's not hard. Somebody else said, leave the birth control pills alone if you are over 30. She said the extra hormones will wreck your mind and body with blood clots. Ladies, please take heed to that. After a certain point, what should you do then? Maybe you should switch to condoms.
You should just be grown. You can do whatever you want.
You can do it. Yeah. Wait, what you say? I didn't catch that.
Nothing.
Don't make me play this back. You still get a whooping. Here's another one. It's harder to lose weight when you get older.
It's hard now. I ain't trying to hear it. Let me tell you, it's hard to lose weight after you get past that point. You just can't no more. You just can't.
Man, but it's a whole mind thing. See, you young, you can make up your mind to say you can go and jog. Me, I'll be like, I want to lose weight. I just don't want to do what I got to do to.
I don't want to do it either. I just hope if I keep watching enough Instagram videos and Pinterest ads that it'll just come off, but it won't.
Exactly. I be trying to have
harder to lose weight when you lose your energy and you get to the point in life where you can just cook whatever you want. You eat whatever you want. Okay, nobody tell you. I ain't trying to hear it. It's hard to lose weight once you leave your mama house. Off to college.
Hey, one more thing about the nails. Nails collect bacteria, and some of you kind of like unintentionally like to bite your fingernails. So that's another reason why you want to not bite your nails. And then nobody want booty fingers. That's not cute. Booty fingers are not cute.
Some people like them booty fingers.
And then nails are for protection too. How you gonna get some DNA on somebody if you ain't got no fingernails? Come on. Anyway, they ain't gotta be all long and crazy and all curled under, but just keep it a nice length.
You people like that, girl. That's the Frito look.
Give your body, someone said, give your body time to recover after childbirth, miscarriages, and stillbirths. That's good, especially when you're young, because y'all be ready to hop back in the sack again. Then talk about, I'm pregnant again.
Yeah, that's true. But it seemed like, it takes a lot because y'all got muscles down there ripping. Y'all be looking like mutants, all that stuff.
people don't realize how hard it is to have a baby. I mean, that is a 50% chance with your life. You have to
Yeah.
be careful, especially with African American women. I'm sorry, I keep saying African American. Well, I should say Black women, women of color. A lot of women of color die in childbirth, and just women. Period. You have to be very careful. You are stretching and pulling your body out of place. Your body is opening up, and a child is coming out of it. Or even when you get C-sections, all those muscles and things that they have to move. And some people have C-sections and their body still open up. Oh my God.
Yeah, and even talk about it though for the miscarriages, even though some of you moms may not have carried long term, your body still made a change to be prepared to hold that baby. Or if you did make it to the full term and you have a stillbirth, your body still went through the changes of holding that baby. So take your time, understand that you may be mourning and all of that, but just give yourself that time to heal too mentally.
Something I had read years ago was talking about even abortions, that even though a woman may abort a child, or they even call it a child aborting early, and I think they say that, I hate using them in the same words because I don't want to offend anybody, even talking about miscarriages when they happen early, they still say that your body still continues to go through the cycle,
Yeah.
pregnancy, even though the birth was disrupted. So, I mean, you need time to heal. Talk to your doctor about how much time is needed, but you definitely need time to heal mentally, physically, spiritually, and that's even if you had the child. You need time, and it's okay.
Because we know some of them kids, y'all siblings be 6 months apart or whatever, 9 months apart.
We're gonna have a lot of COVID babies.
Okay.
I remember the Y2K. It was a whole lot of Y2K babies. The Y2K. Okay, Black women. Someone says steer clear of dairy. It's been linked to fibroids. All those fibroid tumors are running rampant inside of the African American community, I know, but just women in general, steer clear of certain things. I don't think that people should have to consume too much coffee. I think that too much of anything can be bad for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, I think Deshay, you will appreciate this one. Get a good therapist and make time for me time. That's
It
your
just feels
mind.
so good to my soul. It feels so good to my soul.
Get your
Yes.
mind right. Get your
Yeah,
mind right.
I mean, you got to do this for your body, though. The reason why I thought it was so important to have something like this is because, man, people don't realize the effect that their mind can have on their body. You can feel stress. It can come up in your shoulders, give you tension there in your back.
Yeah.
It can mess up the way that you sleep. So therefore, you won't get as much rest, so that your body can be recharged and ready to go the next day. So if you can't reach out to your mother or a friend or something like that, something that's really popular now, even though it's been around, is telehealth. So reach out to a good therapist. I know that we have About You Counseling here in Grand Rapids, and that therapist deals specifically with millennial women who may have been through traumatic times. So, make that a priority, but also in between your therapy sessions, or if you can't do it and you may feel like you may not need that, go on a mindful walk. Go outside and put on some meditation music, or just listen, to everything going around you. Find some quick hitters on what is that, Pinterest. Meditate on that. Just try to sit down and breathe for 30 seconds. Another app that I use every day is Shine, and Shine has like different affirmations and stuff that you can do daily. Whatever it is, find it and just make sure you get your mind right so it doesn't trickle down to the rest of your body.
A good one that I use too is called 8Fit. I love 8Fit because it's so versatile, and it has the relaxation music. It has the exercises. Me and Deshay kind of loved it because, I mean, it has the songs. The person does the exercises with you as you go. You can do 5-minute exercises, 3-minute exercises, 9-minute exercises. It has the meal plan. And if you catch it on sale, it's only like 24 bucks a year. I mean, it's an awesome plan. And the fact that it put me to sleep, that was just like the best thing. I keep on saying I'm gonna stay up long enough to hear what that lady is saying on that relaxation series thing, because I'm always asleep. When I wake up, I'm like, what happened? What happened? So man, take time out for you. Um, Something from my sisters without the melanin. It says white women use sunscreen and be careful of too much sun exposure. Listen, Black people get skin cancer, but not as much as white people do or fair skinned people do. Be careful. Stay out of the sun. Be careful of them tanning beds, all that stuff. It could cause cancer, and that skin cancer is not no joke. You can
Yeah,
die from that.
vitamin D.
Yeah.
Take that. Something that I've learned too, because I'm not gonna lie, even though we lived in Chicago, for some reason, it wasn't until we moved to Michigan that I started getting sunburned. Did not have issues with that until we moved here, but I learned that because
Black
of how
people get
we
sunburned.
located and all that geographical stuff, we don't get that much sun out here. Even though Illinois 2 hours away, I don't get it. But taking that vitamin D so that your skin can take in the sun, differently, it's important. So, even with us, we have to use our SPF 50s and hundreds and stuff like that. Even when you put on makeup, just have something. Skincare,
Well, ain't SPF 50, that's a lot of sunscreen, ain't it?
it's
Do we
good for
use
you.
that much?
That's how much I think they said we need in this article I read off the
I don't
internet.
think we need that much sunscreen.
SPF 50.
I remember when Deshae was little and Deshae sells. And I got that sunscreen.
Well, that was tan.
I do not need that much sunscreen. I lotioned my baby up like a leather shoe. She went out there, she came back home, her hair was orange, her skin was all burnt and orange and brown. It was hilarious. I was like,
I was looking like a frosty. You cannot tell me nothing. And that was so crazy. That was the summer. I was like, I'm determined to get cocoa.
She was real cocoa. It was hilarious. So we don't need as much sunscreen, but we should definitely be using sunscreen as well. Another thing to remember, explore your body parts. Don't forget that. Now, we have reached the end of our presentation, and we just want to say to you, take care of your body. You have heard it from us, another mad conversation from Meochia and Deshae, mother and daughter conversations. And I see that we have somebody on here. Listen, everybody, thank you so much. We are going to start recording now, and we hope to see you at our next mad convo.